On Thursday, 11th September 2025, the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat, NAMOS, in collaboration with the Nzema East Blue Water Guards, carried out a decisive operation at Gwira Abrodium in the Nzema East municipality. An entire illegal mining community, made up of 99 makeshift structures and housing over 2,000 miners and their dependents, was dismantled. The task force destroyed 54 Changfan machines, seized motorbikes, pumping machines, fuel and other equipment, and rendered 3 excavators completely unusable. This operation forms part of NAMOS's ongoing campaign to protect Ghana's rivers, Ankobra, Birim, Pra and Bonsa, from the destructive effects of illegal mining. Thursday, 11th September 2025, a turning point for the community of Gwira Abrodium. For years, thousands depended on illegal mining, but at a heavy cost. Poisoned waters, destroyed farmlands and a future under threat. In a joint operation, NAMOS and the Nzema East Blue Water Guards dismantled this mining settlement of over 99 structures, displacing more than 2,000 people. 54 Changfan machines were destroyed, fuel and equipment seized, and excavators permanently disabled. This action is not just about law enforcement, it is about saving the Ankobra, Birim, Pra and Bonsa rivers, lifelines for millions of Ghanaians. A reminder that protecting our environment is protecting our future. Within hours, 99 structures were reduced to rubble. Over 2,000 miners and dependents were forced to flee. The task force crushed 54 Changfan machines, seized motorbikes, fuel and tools of destruction, and 3 excavators, once the giants of Galamsey, were permanently disabled. This is part of Ghana's relentless war on illegal mining to reclaim our poisoned rivers, the Ankobra, Birim, Pra and Bonsa. The battle rages on, but today the waters fight back. On Thursday, 11th
Magyina Kwasi and the platform is so. And then better me no ding komaka krevi. It has to do with the question that can a chief be arrested in Ghana for causing confusion, anarchy, and whatever? Is the law against arrest of a chief who will cause mayhem to the extent of causing violence that can lead to killing of innocent people, displacing people's life? When we say a man will be no can simply say the law is not allowing Ghanaian to be arrested. Say what hene ya de na nya the omo kan say any kwan say emra no ema ho kwan. And I think these are false claims. But then before we go there, let us discuss this. A chief, one chief, this chief or anyway now huno okoka asem bi say okoka asem bi say opese amanyofo edi asundwi ba. He wants Ghanaian politicians to fight for peace. Or you hene. But I am beginning to analyze the statement. And the reason that I'm doing this video is that Asundwe, it is not in the hands of politicians. It is in us. Peace must not be gotten from a politician. It is we who live in a society. If you are fighting among yourself, it is not politician who is telling you to fight. You should know that. The peace is not in the pocket of a politician. Therefore, the politician emra meye ema sunjwe emra. No. Enunti se utina baby na wokan say asunjwe amanyofo ma asunjwe, but politicians should let peace reign in a place. You are lying. You don't know what you are talking about. Let me remove my spectacles so that you see my face well. I'm saying this because the statement that the chief have made, I see it not going well, because for you to come out to say that politicians will make sure there's peace in your land, then what kind of dispute, what a kind of confusion about Ukruma? I just say amanyoni nebebaho abayamao. I'm asking. So, for not taking his own words, let us go and listen to him. And when we listen to him, I will have my bite on what he has just said. Then I go forward to answer you. If indeed a chief, when find foul, say unso wa bone tia Ghana mamra, ibetimi ache no atum, and it is against the law. So let's go and listen to this man, this chief. When we come back, I will delve into whether or not a chief can be arrested or not.
The Becancho Asumdue Buefono, catching this onim de Oka Asumdue Boarding. Na Messero Wabre Sui 4 years here die in the Mui Messere so Bebois municipal chief executive. Na a yemi crew to Bodom. A dear friend Asumdue. Yenyano dear Yentimukra and measure. Abra wo. Oye Regional Minister. The assassin nanum ye boa na yetimi masa asumdue ne ba no se o ma yehu na o ma ye nipa e be boa sa abri biara ye nkuroi asumdue e beba se nipa ba ko ahwere ne nkwa obasa basa ye mu a ye de enim se ba ko pe na ekọ ba ya ye yire afisa anuma o namba bi a obo ne bo no na bia o ma wo ne prebuom nti ubo ne buo ne wie pe na owu ane manaka ho saa na tuo a nipa beto nipa ba akohwere ne nkwa abusuamu e na ahwera de ebia na broni ka so obi e breadwinner na say ukofa breadwinner ne free mu a those who are eating from that breadwinner, what happens timesre mfie na ye da ya nemu yi anamon bia as a regional minister awne resec any dissect to see benya asumbi o Tachman North yentu sa anamon no ba bia as nananom bam mo ka kire ya yeso ye de yenim de ebeba abe support.
This is probably the best
Minister.
On Thursday, 11th September 2025, the
played a tuobodom hene. Can say a bear nananum and I'm penning for me among yourself. No, Casachere Bono Regional Minister. Say a bear on you say as soon a beba. In Finaya a day in me, on you say Ubinju Binkwa in free Ninsa. And it is a good idea, very logical, very necessary, very important for me. When somebody preaches for peace, I will say a jetutum. But my question is there are some disturbances nowadays in Ghana. It's being caused by these chiefs. These royals are harmful. Additionum and then cause confusion. All because this land belongs to me. All because I am the perfect person to be the chief or the queen. We rather fight for personal interest instead of the interest of the people living or serving as chiefs. From Ashanti, from Greater Accra to the north, east and west, everywhere, confusion. People are killing people because of these chieftaincy matters. And if a chief has realized that, then I'm taking this as an example. Say, we are here now per se, it will be better than say, Obe kacha manyuni say, Hono and emphasize Nimbra. As in ye, any share politician in Botum. As in ye, and share minister in Botum. If the people of Chiobodom will listen to you as a chief or you guys, Nani Amobeka, or the respect Mamo. Namun Timim for more authority no nyade papa. You cannot command your subject to do the right thing behind the scenes and motivate them to do what is bad. At the end of the day, leading to them to kill themselves. Then you don't have the right to be telling the politician to bring peace. Politician does not hold the peace. It is we the people. When you go to Bole, the disturbances that occurred, is it a politician? Let us face the facts. When you go to Boga, the conflict that has erupted there, is it a politician? You go and cause your own confusions, then you invite politicians to it. What is the meaning of this? As a trainer say, what do you gain as people? And I think it is time we look into the eye and tell you people that we are not okay. Instead of channeling your energy in a way to better the people's life, you are not interested in that. You are interested, these lands belong to me. These people were my servants. Meanwhile, we have 1992 Constitution which supersedes everybody. Who is bigger in this country than they say the land of Ghana is in the hands of the president. Though you are alluvial owner does not mean that you have full control. Can a chief order curfew to president? No. But the president can make a curfew. Whether you are king or chief, you will be under it in Ghana. Under the 1992 Constitution. You always cause confusion. At the end of the day, you come and tell us that we don't have. So let us go to the substantive matter. The question is, can a chief be arrested in Ghana? can we arrest a chief for causing trouble in the society? For causing trouble which sometimes will erupt violence, which can let people kill themselves? If you are found guilty, if you are found culpable, can the law let us arrest you or not? This is in response to some people who are criticizing Bono Regional Minister, that they have seen, they have heard that he have said that any chief in Bono who cause confusion, and if the law catches the person, they will arrest the person. Mami a chinipakro, and will be situated a conflict resolution guy. And saying the Chieftaincy Act does not promote that. The Prime Minister have violated the law. Which of the laws? You should be reading wide. I want to open you people's eyes seriously, to think deep and know, say, you are not the only person who knows the law. The law is what? The law. The law is the law. So you and I, everybody, is under the law. What the law says is what we must obey and respect. I'm not a friend to the law. The law doesn't know me and leave somebody. Neither would the law favor somebody and leave me. So be baby no answer na ona krono when you're serious. So what the minister said was right and correct. The minister was right and correct for making such statement, because my attention has drawn to a circulation article on the social media which states that they have heard that Bono Regional Minister, Honorable Honorable Joseph Adey, has made a client call on chiefs, say any chief or any biara or Bono region or be misbehave. Listen to the word misbehave and take an action to be there. I want to be a chief. Therefore, people will die. People should die. People should be put into chaos manner. People should suffer because of his personal interest. And the minister said, we are going to use the law. That person has to be arrested and prosecuted if found guilty. You are there saying, say, the man shouldn't have said that. For where? For where? In fact, the answer same no. Asema o kan answer wo. Nyansa be no wo sa asem na wo kan. I am asking you, what is the sense in what you are just saying? Just to cause confusion, just to create anarchy, and it goes scot-free. Let me read the law. I don't want to be guessing. So, this is what I have wrote. In Ghana, I want to state it unprovocably say, if you are found guilty, whether you are president, minister, king, chief, queen, whoever, a drug pusher, teacher, magazine operator, journalist, police, military, all manner of persons, no matter your status, if you are found guilty, if you are seen doing wrong thing, the law will catch up with you. What are you saying? Say, the minister shouldn't have said that. What do you want him to say? What do you want him to say? Because one, the 1992 Constitution states that for somebody to cause anarchy, confusion, the Constitution have given solution, remedies as to how to solve these problems. And this will be the person need to read wide. The Constitution of Ghana is explicit on this issue. Say, no one is above the law. No person in Ghana is above the Constitution of Ghana, 1992. So we are all equal before the law. This is the spirit of the Constitution. And the Constitution's preamble says that the sovereignty of the country resides in the people. It did not say it resides in the chief. It didn't state that. Any act that leads to unlawful killing is a crime. Any act that leads to unlawful killing is a crime on the face of the law. So if it is crime, whoever committed must face the law. This is not the usual rhetorics. This, the Constitution is speaking. Let me also take you through another article. Article 21, clause 1, D. It said the freedom of assembly is guaranteed, but only when peaceful article. Violence strips away that protection. So I may have the freedom to do anything, but if you let the law, it be trampled upon, Obibi, of course, that must be arrested. So what this means that this means that that person can be a chief, a politician, ordinary citizen, anyone who commits such violence, crime, or anarchy that result to death of a person must face the law. It did not state that a chief, we are here, Nasa will near and I'm so will be feeling on in jail. A bet you the minister no a mistake beer. It is right. Say, ye be bought a man for home by. And the opa kunyadi, no wakunyana udinti. People should be killed. people should be displayed. Ko sampa na kowe. Nano nipa sen na ahwere omo nkwa ho. Nti wo ye hene. Wo hene a obedi nti. Ghana for omuti sampa omu. This minister and so be Jimmy no me chena to ma or say any council or cancer and go can say. Wow, cancer, you are not correct. You need to send you to psychiatric and find out if you are not mental deficient. You are mad. Because Obi or thinking right Bia will not defend this. You need to even applaud the minister for gathering the courage to speak the truth. So sometimes you stop this, you are mischievous analysis. We are fed up with these non-starter things now. Again, let me state this. If you read the Criminal Offences Act, Act 1960, Act 29, that one is under murder section 46. Punishment by death or punishable by death. If you kill somebody, Criminal Offences Act 1960, Act 29, Section 46, stated clearly, say, if you are guilty of that, you are going to be killed the way you kill somebody. Into what now we are here, we can say me addition. No, I go for you, me pay them media kunya, kuri no how to kumobi. I say go free. Yen tuntu. Asema wakan nyanza wo. Dear mistake na chief or MP na na minister na wo yare. Another death is called manslaughter. And the same section 46 of the criminal 1960 section 29 states if you cause somebody death and there are explanation to that which was not intentional, you will be punished though, but it's not be like one you intentionally kill. That one we can call it manslaughter. So that one will be by imprisonment. You spend some days in prison. If you are lucky, then you come back. So let us begin analyzing things before we come out. You don't know anything more than anybody. After all, let me ask this question. Let me finish, then I will come to questions that will be more boom. Sometimes you sorry and you can't send be a pay. Yen dream ain't say, Yanamontuna ye to know. A bit mania or how Ediamo be. Ye the young quiet ye in a pay. We a dish ye now one minute man for one. We a henny papa. We a henny. Now the Winia we in de in Tokwa. E do Edo say bra manfo a na se minister bi se mechiwo tum se wo ko ye bibisa ha wo se wabobom when you serious on pena on tana se na Ghana fungu ntokwanye tokwa enye ntimo bi anso so sansem fon so. Let me go to article. So the question is inti ohene bit me a china to man or fumra. Can a chief be arrested? Yes. If or hineno afumumra, he can be arrested. He can't be arrested. Simplicity. A chief can be arrested for causing violence. A chief or hini a bit me a chino. So ma basa basa yo e ma kruma. E namno so e mo bi hwere ne nkwa. E namno so e mo bi ajapade seya. O moro mraso. A chief is not bigger than the law. Go to Article 270 of the 1992 Constitution. Guarantee institution of chieftaincy. Yes, that article is in the Constitution, and it gives some powers to chieftaincy. But that does not mean, say, a chief cannot be arrested. Think twice. So when you sit there, you'll be talking nonsense. What do you want him to say? What do you want him to say? Are the chiefs him for no yankola? Basa basa yana ekoko okoso mu okay. Munti mintanse solve mu issue. Munyo obi abeka no kora na akire mu. So the Article 270 of the 1992 Constitution of guarantee the institution of chieftaincy. But it does not guarantee immunity to chiefs from criminal prosecution. I want to challenge anybody. I am challenging you. That whoever can come and argue with us, I am ready to debate you on any grounds, anything that one can say. The issue is that no law prevents the arrest, prosecution, or imprisonment of a chief if that person commit a crime. We are here no kwaya de nye okuwia de okum nipa. We say obi japade. And now say obi asundua mrano enu bidi. We say be chiwa kutum. Ti mama utrimu nya de so here. I'm telling you. So does the Constitution gives so obi busa say did the minister fault or minister no form ye or yem from so ana? To me, no. He hasn't faulted. Absolutely not. If you say the minister's statement is consistent with the Constitution, especially the Article 17, it has affirmed equality before the law. A chief who causes mayhem is subject to the same legal consequences as any other citizen. Me hene me kum nipa obi a wanya hene su kum nipa samra krona ne nyina bedi. So let us stop this mischief. Again, let me state this clearly to you. Say, indeed, the Article 200 mandate Ghana Police Service to maintain law and order. In reinforcing this constitution duty, the minister has not faulted. Critical questions that I am asking those who are doing that silly statement. And they say, those who are claiming that the minister has offended must answer the following question that I'm coming to ask. They must answer. They must answer these questions. Question number 1. When there is a curfew, will a chief be exempted from the law? Say you criminal say BBC near say curfew or see in your encoda brevisia. If a case will be a hinty or no the one 1991. No. Nti wasam na woka no unim ne woka. Question number 2. Why should Chieftaincy Act 2008 be used to cover acts of violence instead of criminal law of the state? I didn't know what they used to Chieftaincy Act 2008, which is under a subsection, an article in the Constitution. A body that the Constitution have recognized. Sa body no, the obit me exempt no from criminal charge. Doesn't make sense. So let us provoke these questions, these issues. And I find it difficult to understand some people. So does this critical, what are the National and Regional House of Chiefs doing in addressing these situations? You won't group who are in some National House of Chiefs or more. Or one a moment or motivate to addressing that problems. Omonte, omunhui, ibukra, omuakra, omukahon. And the basabasa, you know, koso baby or more. This is what you walk as a mother body. Now, ma, yard in you know to me address ya. A bachelor, a bachelor, and internet penny for say. Penny or 10 females, dear phone, ye company in power and count. You understand? So these critics, they don't think. That is how I see them. Do these critics value the lives lost in these violent chieftaincy conflicts? Nipa ye shiri omo sa abusuantoko wem. Mina mwese me dan hine chieftaincy conflict no. Na edi wu na kunkumba no. Omo council minister no you know. Have they thought it twice? Omo thinking it deep. They are mad. Omo yare. Does these critics value lost lives? Omo value. They don't value. Inti any nonsense be obi abeti matena baby an waka obi an few obi anti obi ayen kwasesem. The last question, last but one question. Any you say, are they comfortable that innocent people are being displaced from their homes, losing their value property, or the Nisikaya, they know to mean Konefu, or Kunifia, or the Honey Abikuno into an enam. Now, I know I've been in a man of Kutuns, you are not sensing. You are not reasoning. You are not thinking about the Ghanaian. You want people to die because of one person to become a chief. So what is wrong for me to arrest you if I have that power? So in conclusion, so if you think this, I think that you are being hypocritical. But defend violence conduct. Then you are being nothing short of hypocritical. In conclusion, I want to state that the 1992 Constitution protects lives and order. Ghana's Constitution, no, the main motive is to protect people's life. That is why you have the right of freedom, right of speech, right to life, and whatever. All what in the Constitution is about the protection of the people in the enclave of Ghana. So don't sit there and create confusion. You are not wiser than anybody. The 1992 Constitution is to protect life, peace, and order. It does not shield anyone, including the chief. Emrano enkata obiaso. Se oye hene. Oye tunhuo, oye doma hene, oye sunya hene, oye wai. Ufumu mrana, the law will deal with you. Inti, oye hene no mpesi ebechiwa, do the right thing. That is all. That is what I can say to you. So if you don't want to go to prison as a chief, don't break the law. Don't break the law. So in conclusion, I would say, you respect the people life, you protect the people's life, you guide the people's life, you make sure say I'm on for baby, that's the best thing. Men ya dear be you being confident in now yes I not you some run tiawa be chill so you know your why and wow the mom can answer munyai. Madam, I say, you be saying, bye bye.